about me and you. This is about me in the podcast, right?
Exactly.
No, but it's a pleasure to be here, man. I'm so excited because we were in Livermore last night, and I've been talking to my boss about getting to California and opening up the market. So doing stuff like this and being able to reach out to the whole community of listeners that you guys have is pretty cool to just be able to spread our brand of basketball and trick hoops and alley-oops. So, let's talk about it.
So, first off, the Harlem Wizards, how long you guys been around? Give a little background.
Okay.
I mean,
without
I know
sounding like a commercial, though.
But I know it didn't start until you became part of the team, right?
They can't see this bro hug happening right now. They can't see this happening right
so
now.
I know that.
Yeah.
But
there is a history. There is a history. I'm going to give you the cliff notes.
All right.
So 1962, a gentleman by the name of Howie Davis started the team. His son has then since taken over the team. His name is Todd Davis. He's a current owner. Brief history about the team. 5 players who've actually played in the Hall of Fame were former Wizards. We've played in over 30 countries overseas. We do about 460 fundraiser basketball games around the country a year. Our season is usually a school year, October to May, and we have 3 full-time teams that travel all over the world. There it is.
Holy smokes.
That's a lot. That's a mouthful.
Yeah, so where are you out of?
My mom and dad. No, I'm originally from the Bronx, New York, but the team is based out of Secaucus, New Jersey.
Okay, outstanding.
Yeah, man.
So then why, you guys are here because you said we need to get
We need to open up this market. I need to be on the fresh coast. I need to be out here in LA, in San Bernardino, in San Diego, out here in Livermore, San Jose, because the Wizards are obviously our stronghold is on the Northeast, where we're based at. And the Midwest, has been a really big territory that's opened up for us. Now the West Coast is next. It's on my radar. So we've done some killer events over in Livermore. We're doing Walnut Creek tomorrow night. Then we're in Washington and Oregon. But I think Cali, because it's so many schools, and I think people love hoops. The Warriors are killing it. The Clippers are in the playoffs. So why not? Why not bring our brand of entertainment basketball and let people raise money and do some cool stuff?
I'm thinking that we might need to stop this right now.
Let's stop it.
Because I'm in Texas, and you guys skipped right over Texas.
Whoa. Let me just tell you something, okay? Let me tell you something right now. We just had a guy move to Texas from New York that's a Wizard that's going to be a high school basketball coach, and we already booked the game. Dallas.
Okay.
You see how we jump back?
Can I come?
Dude, you're playing in the game. What do you mean, can you come?
Can I play?
Sweet.
Yeah, too. And you win a car.
Don't tell her that. She's 15, almost 16.
Oh, no, that's not good.
No, that's not good. We don't need her winning a car.
No, not maybe 2 years from now.
Okay.
She wins a jersey to the game to play in the game. So I just promised her, so I got to do it.
There you go.
Oh,
There you go.
down. I'm not
Hey,
good at that.
Becca, she promised. You promised. There's only 5 on the team.
We're all in. No. This is a Wizard game. That's where you're wrong.
Okay.
The teachers and the PTO and everybody needs to know this is no traditional basketball. This is not like, hey, you're out of bounds. There's no out of bounds. There's no rules. This is just a free-for-all and fun. This is teachers with wigs on and funny socks and police officers. It's a riot, man.
I get scared. I don't dress up.
You don't have to. You can be the straight guy. You can be the straight guy. Okay. You know, like Abbott and Costello,
Right.
Step It and Fetches, even some Butthead, all of that stuff.
Wait, which one am I? Hold on.
No. You're just the coolest of the cool.
Okay. All right.
Now, can I divert for a second?
Yes, let's divert.
We were just talking about the Wizards and all this cool stuff, right? Which sounds very appealing to me. I don't know how it sounds to you. It seems like we're moving away from this co-hosting thing we talked about previously. What are you thinking about that?
Dude, I think it's a great idea.
Do I have to move to Texas or can I be like
No,
PSL?
do you know what Skype is?
Yes.
Dude, we use Skype. That's all we need.
Trust me.
Computer, smartphone, headphones.
This is the technology age. I'm in.
I mean, I got all this stuff set up in my office.
You got an
But
office?
as long as we've got Skype.
That's sexy, bro. You got an office.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
It used to be a big easy chair in my house, and now I got an office outside.
Elevated.
He's upgraded.
You know what, man? It's about progression in life.
It is. You gotta take it as it comes, and you gotta be willing to move forward. You know?
Change is good.
So talk to us more specifically about the events,
Yes,
man.
yes, well-
how do they work?
Well-
What's the school, aside from having Hollywood come in or one of the other two teams that you guys have, how does all that work?
Well, the basic premise is
Probably.
booking the game kind of takes cooperation from the community. We like to get a good contingent of teachers from schools in the school district as opposed to just one school, so we can draw from the community in general. Now what happens is there's a general buzz on social media in the marketing materials they put around. So they say, hey, the popular gym teacher's going to play, the all-time leading scorer in the school's history at the high school, the feeder school from all the elementaries is going to play. So when you do that, you build a buzz, and then it's natural to just be able to sell tickets in person, online, all of that kind of stuff. And average ticket prices for us are around $12 to $15. So depending on the gym size, they can actually forecast the profits they're going to make, and then you add in concessions, you add in souvenirs, you add in silent auction, sponsorship, all of those cool things, so people can actually, people have made up to 40 grand on an event like this. So I don't think if somebody really takes this seriously, you can actually fail at this event, because number one, you make money. Number two, it's a community event. And number three, I'm there. What else
You're
do you
there.
need?
And that actually should be number one on the list.
Let's flip flop that. I'm there.
Right.
You make money.
Right.
I'm there. It's a community event. I'm there.
Hollywood is there.
See, you called me Hollywood twice. My name's Broadway. It's on the paper, bro.
Broadway. I wrote it down. Now we're going to have to edit this.
That's why we have to refer to our notes.
Broadway is there.
Broadway's there.
Broadway.
It's all good, though. You know what? You're not the first person that's called me out.
You know what, dude? I've got Thomas Hollywood Henderson on my mind.
You're a Cowboys fan?
I'm a season ticket holder.
I'm jealous. I'm a Cowboys fan. I go back to guys like Too Tall Jones.
Yeah.
But you know what? We're gonna be talking about all kinds of different stuff. We gotta stay focused.
Are you going to come to a game with me sometime?
You know what? If I wasn't married, man, let me tell you.
No, I'm just. Do you want to go to a game?
Yes,
Okay. Well, we'll go to a game.
I'm in.
All right. We'll make it happen.
We're expanding in the Dallas area.
We got another person who wants to be at the game.
She prefers to go to hockey games.
I'll
She
make
really
an
doesn't
exception.
like to come with her dad.
I'll make an exception.
Huh?
So,
Is that a word? Huh? Is that a word?
we're
Huh?
going to bring Broadway to the game instead of Becca. How's
I'm
that?
Hollywood.
She coined her own nickname.
Becca Hollywood Miller.
I like that, Becca.
It's
Right there.
We're gonna take a picture and post it.
yeah.
Hollywood and Broadway,
There you go.
coast to coast.
Oh, there you go.
East to west.
We lit. No, but I think it's really cool, man. I appreciate you having me on to talk about this stuff, and I've been doing this for 18 years, and as you can see, I have a blast. Just didn't know that I'd be doing this kind of work, but it kind of happened organically, and try not to take it for granted, and make sure that when we're going to entertain, there is a side of it that's a responsibility to be able to bring what we say we're going to bring, and obviously when they make money and it works out well, everybody wins, and for me that's kind of what helped me sleep better. You know what I mean? It's really cool, man.
So how did you get involved?
I snuck in the back door. Okay. So my teammate, who's the announcer now, he actually got invited to a Harlem Wizard workout, and he says, "Hey, I was in Broadway then." He's like, "Hey, Eric, if you want to come, they invited me to this workout, but I'm not sure if they're gonna let you play. Just bring your stuff." So me, used to sneaking in places up in the Bronx, by the way. I was like, "Sure." So I came in, I played well. They were like, "Oh, dude, we're going to Denmark next week. You got a passport?" I didn't have a passport. So, long story short, missed opportunity. But I stayed in touch, finally, I was able to play a couple of games, and then 18 years later, you know, I'm thrilling many fans. So in terms of that, it was just something that I guess it was just meant to be, and I'm just excited and just fortunate to be able to do this and travel the country and meet people and, you know, be able to co-host a show on a podcast. You know, I just got a job opportunity. I call my wife. This is
Schools on
groundbreaking.
podcast.
Yeah.
Matt Miller, Eric Broadway Jones. There you go. So, okay. So is it wrong for me to bring up the other Harlem team?
No, nothing's wrong.
I mean, can we talk about the Globetrotters?
Let's talk about it.
Because I went and
talk
saw
about it.
Curly Neal, Meadowlark Lemon, all those guys back when I was elementary school, man.
Now I'm gonna bring this all in perspective. Watch how I spin this, okay? This is like a basketball in my finger. I'm gonna spin this thing.
All right, man. Let's see it.
So, picture the year 2000. Everything's all the stars are aligned.
Right.
I'm a Harlem Wizard. I went to the Globetrotters for 2 years. Great experience. Learned a lot of stuff. Small fish, big pond. I'm a big fish.
And you need
I need to be in a PTA pond.
There you go.
Are the Globetrotters coming to the PTA?
No, they're not.
Are they here? Where's the Globetrotters? Anybody? Curly Neal, where are you? Where are you? I don't see them.
Marcus Haynes, I don't see him.
Where are they? What do you see in front of you?
I see the Harlem.
You see the realness.
I see Broadway.
Yeah. So what happens is they do what they do and they do it well. Kudos to them. But we do the feel good, the intimacy, the up close and personal. We're gonna stay for all the autographs until everybody leaves. Can't speak about anybody else because that's not my job. I can just speak about what we do.
So you know what I love?
What do you love?
I've been in this industry for a decade,
Uh-huh.
and so to be able to see something this unique and this different that you guys do, and to be able to bring that brand of
Entertainment,
entertainment,
basketball to fuse.
together, I think is so cool. Like you guys, you know what the challenge is?
What's the challenge?
You guys are going to be so busy in California. You guys aren't going to have time. You and I aren't going to have time to do this show.
You know what? It sounds like a dismissal.
No. I just know that you're on the
You
way
feel like
to
this
the top.
show is going to help us take off.
Yes,
If there was like a live call-in line, people would be blowing up the phones. Right?
you're right. You're right. But I'm afraid that 6 months from now, I can't get Broadway on Skype because they're doing 10 games a day.
Who's got time for you right now?
I know.
I'll always have time for you. We're joining at the hip, bro. You just got a new BFF and you didn't even know it.
You got to come to a Cowboys game too, man.
Dude, I was at the new stadium, just FYI. I was at a convention in Texas. I went to the game. It was the best time of my life. We beat the Rams. It was beautiful. I haven't been since. That was probably 8 years ago. Hint. I need to be back this year.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go to Jerry's World.
Let's do it, man. So we're going to a Cowboys game first.
We're going to watch Dak. We're going to watch Zeke. We're going to watch the whole crew.
That's happening.
Okay?
Romo's not going to play any more football.
That's right. That
I'm happy about
that's
that.
behind us.
Okay, I'm happy about that. You retired Cowboy. We're gonna sell hundreds of Wizard games,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
We're gonna get the Wizards to Texas.
Yes.
We're gonna be BFFs.
Yes.
Becca Hollywood Miller
That's right.
Yes.
is gonna be rocking and rolling with us.
That's right.
We're gonna create a tour.
Let's do it.
So many things are happening from this simple podcast. It's just like you just never know. Organic.
Big time. So, let's do this, Eric. If folks want to bring you guys in, talk some specifics. How do they get in touch with you guys? What kind of lead time do you guys normally need? How does all that work? What kind of support do you guys give initially? Because these guys are like, okay, we're going to have
That's
this
a good
event.
question
We
for
have
our
no
listeners.
idea what to do.
That's a good question for our listeners. It's a good question. Well, the average event usually takes around 8 months, but it depends on the host. I've seen people turn this event over in a month, so they shouldn't be scared about that lead time. It's just a matter of how much they want to put into it. So here's the deal. You probably need a committee. It is an event that's going to take some doing. You need some strong people. You need good leadership. You need a support. So the superintendent level is important. The principal level is important. All of those things go into making an awesome Harlem Wizard event, because the more people from the community that you have that's involved, that's invested, you know, school A, school B, school D, whatever the case may be, that kind of brings the whole thing full circle, and it allows it to be a great fundraiser for the said school, the Education Foundation, or whatever the case may be. But the truth of it is, it's a community event that kind of supersedes the fundraising once it happens. Because the feedback that we get is about, hey, you know, there's a kid that just was, you know, low on his self-esteem, and you came to school in assembly, and it was just amazing. So the things that we do when it comes to that perspective is just as important as the fundraising aspect, so people actually get more than they're bargaining for because of the quality of the individuals that we bring to the event. So, you know, so just to kind of sum up the question, the timeline is what it is, depending on the people. They get in touch with us by calling us at 800-367-7213, or they can contact us at harlemwizards.com and reach out to our president, Todd Davis. So they can reach out to us, and you know, we'll give them all of the information that they need as to booking a fundraiser, and we'll hold their hand. So in terms of support, we provide a packet of the best ideas that people have had that kind of were successful, and then we'll come in and we'll do a school assembly. And it doesn't have to be in a gym. It can be in a multi-purpose room. It can be in a lunchroom, to help them promote the event and then get the kids more excited. So they do have to work, we do have to work, and we get a full circle event that makes it.
Okay, so I gotta ask.
That was about full.
That was good.
That was like a commercial.
The boss Todd here is clapping. He's
Hold
like,
on a second. Was it genuine though?
It was genuine,
Okay.
and I can see a raise in your.
No,
in
let's
your
not
future.
talk. Listen, this is a podcast. We're not talking money right now. We can't talk dollars and cents. That's at the end of the year. That's at the end of the year.
So, aside from being the mouthpiece of the Wizards, okay, on the court,
I'm a mouthpiece on the court too.
Are you?
I got a microphone on during the game. I'm like, you know, those guys that you've seen with the microphone on. That's what I do. But see, here's the thing. I'm not the usual. I'm like an atypical showman.
Okay.
So I'm like a method actor.
Right.
So I could be kind of cool and laid back, and then the lights turn on, and then bam, I'm in your face. And then 2 seconds later, I'm chill, right? And then boom, I'm in the stands. So I like to catch people off guard. The element of surprise. There you go. You never know where I'm coming from. I'm like a chameleon.
So aside from that part, I mean, is there any specialty that you have, skill-wise on the court?
Well, you know what? I'm 43. Let's just put that out there. Look at the shade.
No.
43. 18 years of this, man.
No.
I got you by 7 years.
You do?
I got you by 7.
Okay, you're looking good for 50, by
Thank
the way.
you, man.
Can I say that on air? Okay. So, what was the question? I forgot.
So basketball-wise, what's kind of your? I mean,
My thing?
yeah.
Think of an opera, right? So, you know, you got the...
I'm bored right now. I fall asleep in operas, man.
Well.
So okay, all right. I'm thinking.
Let's think of a jazz band,
Okay, all right.
right? Because I'm smooth.
Okay.
I'm the kind of like the orchestrator.
Right.
So in terms of signature move, my best thing I do is I coordinate.
You're the puppet master.
Boom.
You hear what he called
See,
him?
you get it. See, I would rather you look good than me look good. Because as you look good, that's my happiness.
Zig Ziglar said you help enough other people get what they want, and you're taken care of. You're that guy that's making all that happen.
You know what? At the end of the day, attitude reflects leadership.
Yep.
I'm getting tired.
There you go. So as my guys look good, my work becomes easier. So I just fill in the blank. I'm a utility man. That's what I am. I fill in the gaps. There you go. That's what I am.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
Yeah, there is something else actually. My third grade teacher, she told me. I'm just joking. But seriously speaking, man, I want to sincerely say thank you for allowing us to be on the show and reach out to your listeners and spread our brand of entertainment basketball. I think it's really cool to be able to touch different people from around the country, and hopefully it turns into business for us. And I'm going to be talking about this, dude. You cannot go 4 weeks, 2 months, 4 months without having me back on the show.
But we'll do it.
And then a Cowboys game.
We'll do it.
Pinky swear.
Right here. Well, hold on.
That-
Get together. Right here.
That's real.
Becca Hollywood Miller's getting a picture of the pinky swear.
Well, it's not a picture. It's a live stream.
It's a live stream? Oh, okay.
But yeah.
We're live?
Cool. Eric, Broadway Joe.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for being here.
I appreciate it, man.
I can already tell this episode has elevated itself to rare air.
Rarefied air.
Yeah.
Dude, this is going to be like a viral episode.
Yeah.
People are going to know who we are.
You're right. You're right.
We're going out and claiming.
I'm going to hop right on your back and just ride it off into the sunset.
I'm happy. I don't look it, but I'm happy. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate
Eric,
it.
thanks for coming by, man. This has been awesome. Take care, man.